जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। Now, the devotees were engaged in the game of Golok Dham. Hazra joined them. Master stood by watching them the play. For Master, the whole universe is his own play, and his participating in the every bit has significance to convey. How he now and then he is joining and making fun and playing. Next moment, very next moment, he is in Samadhi Sthiti. Everything has become still. All are just watching what happened. He is in absolute stillness. He has forgotten the world. He has forgotten the body, which is we try to forget when nature takes only to sleep, we forget the bodily existence. Bodily existence is so dear to humans or any being, living being, it is very difficult to consciously dissociate from it. Nature has to separate us in sleep alone. How much a sadhaka tries to go beyond mind and senses, we do not succeed. Each time we fail. Let me sit for meditation. Let me forget this world. Let me forget this body. We feel it impossible. The Master, next moment, is not there. He is playing, making fun. A small word, a small sound, anything is sufficient to take him to the realm transcendental. How that he as if he is belonging to that and just peeping here and again going back. There are some insects which put the head outside alone little and go inside. And again see, again go back. Like that, from absolute he is peeping into it is his home, and the absolute is his home, and he is peeping down as if. How much we have to struggle to enter into a Samadhi Sthiti. Let alone Samadhi Sthiti, even first stage of spiritual awakening. We are all physically awake, but spiritually sleeping lives after lives. When that spiritual awakening will come, when we forget the body and mind. We saw Naren singing, in the firmament of love, when will I forget everything? Love, ecstatic love. You see his Master demonstrating. Look here, I can enter into there. You too can. Try, you can. Are you ready to pay the price? Says yes. If you are ready to pay the price, here is the object. You can attain. It is you. You need not go anywhere. You have to discover yourself. Who are you? In waking state, you identify with the physical body. In dream state, you identify with dream body. And in deep sleep, you don't know whether you are there or not. Who are you? Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti, 3 levels of consciousness we are going. To zero and project out. Can we go to the next higher level of consciousness? Can expanding consciousness up to physical body and looking, can you expand it to the further? That is Samadhi. Either inward or outward. It is Samadhi. The inward journey, we begin from the physical body, sthula sharira. This is sleep, backward, reverse gear. We go, is sleep. This is driven by nature. This inward journey, you have to drive yourself. You have to cross one by one layer of existence. Sthula Sharira, that is Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha. If you transit, you are there in the Vijnana, entering Vijnanamaya Kosha itself. Just to body and mind, you have to forget in meditation. You are there in the Vijnanamaya Kosha. Entering Vijnanamaya Kosha itself is spiritual awakening, Adhyatmika Jagrata. Thakur on Kalpataru Day touches everyone who are there, just as to touch them and say, may you be awakened. Tomar Chaitanya Hog. Immediately his whole vasanas that are obstructing his jnana, his entering into the transcendental, just that vasana kshaya happens by touch. The vasanas are gone. And there is spiritual awakening. He sees first time the light of Chaitanya. This spiritual awakening to get, just you have to cross 2 layers of yours, body and mind. How difficult it you see. Just Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya. Entering Vijnana, get spiritual life. First time you see the light of consciousness, Chaitanya. What is God? What is Chaitanya? We never know. We read scriptures, we hear from people, we move about in scriptures. So many Upanishads, Vedas, all that we study. But we do not know what is it Chaitanya because we don't have the eyes to or senses to perceive it by any means. It is just like blind man, speaking of light. Blind man, he has never seen what is, he doesn't know what is seeing. He doesn't know what is seeing. Seeing itself he doesn't know. From birth, he knows only darkness till he dies. He doesn't have the sense, only one Jnanendriya is not there, Chakshu. So he cannot see. All other 4 organs are there. From Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Rupa alone it cannot see. Shabda it can hear. Sparsha it can perceive. Rupa is not there. Rasa it can, taste can be known. Smell can be known. 4 senses are there. Only eye doesn't have. So he doesn't know what is he. But you ask him, he is able to speak. What is light? He says, what is light? But he doesn't know. Light is that object which he can ask any blind who is studying, who passed graduation. Clear understanding of light. Light is that with which you can see an object. To see an object, there are 2 things required, eyesight and light. I don't have eyesight, I cannot see. Light is there, but eyesight is not there, you cannot see. Eyesight is there, light is not there, you cannot see. Clearly they say. But they don't know what is seeing itself. They don't know what is light. What is seeing, they don't know. But they explain it, words. Ask them color. What are the colors? Yellow, green, blue, everything. What they say? How they speak, how they sit, how they talk. Small sound, bird sound, chirping. There was one on the bank of Narmada. There was one blind woman. All will be sleeping. Small bird sound just that starts. You would say, oh, beta, Suvera ho gayi, uth jao. She doesn't know what is Savera. What is morning? Children, get up, it is morning already. She doesn't know. But from sound is the only thing. But how they say, how they talk like us, they sing beautiful songs. Tears flow, their own tears flow when they praise God. But they don't have eyes. Same case with us. We have never seen Chaitanya. We have never known God. We are quoting scriptures, Shastra, without knowing anything. When the day the eye comes, sight you see is only when you enter into Vijnanamaya Kosha. So we have to take the inward journey. How can we turn inward? This most difficult part is to turn inward. Every moment, Sri Ramakrishna, you see, just a small song, Naren begins. Just one line, one word he has uttered. That one word kindles him on that raga. The one step he keeps, second step on the artha, third step is beyond. Meaning of the sentence. Just Judai te chai Kothai Jurai. Narendra begins, Jurai. Immediately is there. That raga, that artha, I want peace. Judai te chai. That one word kindles him. Peace. Where is peace in the world? We are constantly, every jiva is in search of, I want shanti, peace. I want bliss, ananda. I want freedom. I want swatantriyata. These three, every jiva, from ants to every, I want happiness. I want peace. I want freedom. Don't touch me. Don't bind me. Go and touch an insect. How it shrinks. Dukkame babuhu sukham bhuyat. How it shrinks, you see. A bird go near, it flies away. Don't catch me. I want freedom. Every bird, everything, it wants peace. So these three things, constantly jiva is searching, but never to find in this world. It is within, it is not outside. So we turn inward and go. But how to turn inward? Nature takes in reverse care. She never taught us how to turn inward. But this is my part to turn inward and go. She takes me to the same place every day because I cannot exist without going there. Without entering into my spiritual existence, I cannot continue life. No jiva can continue life without entering into sleep and deep sleep. Every day it has to go and come. The time limit may change because of the lifespan. A mosquito fly lives for 60 days, 1 month. Its lifespan is over. Within that time, it has born, grown up, had given birth to the new generation, died also within 1 month. How fast the life goes. So its time concept is different. It has become old within 60. Human, 100 years. Over. This life, according to that, the whole thing goes on. Now, can you turn inward? Most difficult. Inward journey is most difficult because we don't know the act of turning. From birth, lives after lives, as soon as we wake up, we are accustomed to see outside. Bahir drishti, antar drishti is not there. So all senses are turned outwards. Paranchikhani vitrana swayambhu tasmat param pashyati. Nobody sees. Inward. Param pashyati nantaratma. Parang pratyang. Pratyang is inward. Parang is outward. Why do all beings see outside, not inside? Because the Creator has created such a way that senses are turned outward. Mind stands just behind it, try to receive the information from the senses. Mind also doesn't turn inward because it's follower. It is interested in the what senses tell. So it stands just behind senses. And intellect is behind mind. And ego is within the intellect. Intellect and mind are jigri dost, intimate friends. They don't separate from each other. I want to take a water. My intellect works first. Buddhi is in the front. And I is not to be seen. It is antargata. Buddhi antargata and stands behind. Buddhi alone is taking and drinking the water. Buddhi works. Ahankara is not to be seen at all almost. But it is there. I want water. I am drinking water. I is there. Behind and inside the Buddhi. Buddhi and Ahankara go together. Chitta and Smarana, that is memory. Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. Chitta is memory. Chitta and Manas go together. Mind means all, every mind. This, what is this book? How do you know this is book? I've been taught in the childhood this is book. That memory, everything I am recognizing through my past memory. When I go to a new place, I see a new animal. Oh, I am seeing for the first time this animal. First time. Within a moment, it has scanned whole life. I am seeing it the first time in my life. So fast mind works. Mind passes through spot identification of the memories. How fast mind works, you see. It has scanned, within a moment, it has scanned the whole life. I am seeing for the first time. How it scans, you see. So, mind and everything is moving. Mind is moving with memory. And Buddhi is moving with Ahankara. They go together. So, to turn inward, how difficult you see. Paranchikhani vetrana swayambhu tasmat param pashyati nantaratma. When creation comes, it comes together. Akasha tattva. With Akasha tattva, the Karnendriya and the Shabda and Karnendriya projects from the Akasha tattva. Akasha Vayu. Sparsha, the sparsha, and the sense organ of sparsha, tvaka, they come together. One enters the bodily existence, one remains outside. Attraction of each other. Karana is put inside the being, and Shabda is kept outside. They are, one has become two. There is great attraction. Ear has attraction for the sound, Shabda, it can recognize only Shabda because they belong to the Akasha Tattva. Eye, Chakshurindriya. Rupa, it can see. The Indriya is put inside, object is kept outside. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasagandha are outside, and corresponding senses are inside. So, Paranchikhani, because it's nature. Tasmat param pashyati nantar. Kaschid dhiraha. Some great courageous person Dhira. Kaschidhira pratyagatmanam aikshata. He saw the Pratyagatman. Avritta chakshuhu amritatvam icchan. He saw death. Everybody is dying. He is seeing before his eyes his grandfathers passing away, parents passing away, one by one, friends, whomever I have seen in my own life during childhood have all passed away. No more death. How to go beyond death? The first thing, two things made the inward journey and transcendental entering into the possible is one, what is this death? Second is, what is this sleep? How the man is working and he has become silent and unaware of the external world. He is sleeping. He is dead. What is death? What happened? Does the soul continues to exist? Just like when the soul is continuing to exist in sleep, does it exist after death also? This question, Nachiketa asks to Yama, does the soul, what happens to the soul? Does it continue? So, Dhiraha, why Dhiraha? He is able to, at will, he is able to give up the whole world, remove it from its awareness. Tyaga, sannyasa. That's why in Bhagavad Gita, all the yogas from the second chapter begins, and from Atma Tattva it begins, and goes to Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. Last chapter is Moksha Sannyasa. You want? Take refuge in me. Taking refuge in me is renunciation of the world. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. How? Sannyasa. Give up the world. And I am a householder. What can I do? A householder asks. I have my children, I have a family. I have responsibilities and duties to discharge. Are you asking me to sannyasa? Sri Ramakrishna says, you need not give up. Have dispassion. Dispassion is vairagya, viraga, not detachment, dispassion. Be with them, love, serve. Don't be attached. Attachment should not be there. This is sannyasa. Viraga, vairagya means it is there, it is there. I am not concerned. Viraga. Raga is not there, attachment is not there. This is there, it is there. It is in my custody, God has given it to me. If it is not there also, I am not worried. Family is there, I have duties to perform. Lovingly you do, offer it. Because you tell God, you have placed me in this state, you have kept me here. I have duties and responsibilities, I am doing it. This itself is my worship to you. Being detached is different. Being dispassionate is different. Viraga, tyaga is different. Viraga is different. Acquire vairagya. Without being attached, there is neither attachment or aversion. Is viraga. Tyaga is giving up. Viraga. In sannyasa is giving up. Sannyasa is, I have given up, that thought also goes away. Sannyasa. Having given up, giving up this sense I have given up, itself is sannyasa. So I never feel I have given up. The aware thought of I have given up, I have become a sannyasi, itself, I have given up, continues, I am carrying it. What I've given up my job, I've given up my family, I'm given up what I have given up, you are carrying in mind. That is also not there. That is sannyasa. So I am in the family, I am looking, these are my children, my family. No, God's. Everything belongs to God. I have to look after as long as my body is there and they are there. They all belong to God. Nothing belongs to me. Because last day exactly will know nothing belongs to me is real. So nothing belongs to me. If everything belongs to God, if everything belongs to God, then all you do, earning, bringing up children, everything is a worship. Because I am taking care of God's property. And it is worship unto God. I want to serve you. How will I serve? I'll wash your car. I'll clean your house. Taking care of your things is service to you. Taking care of things of people, God. Taking care of things of God is serving God. Serving God is worship. So the day you give up, this is mine, the samsara has ended. This belongs to God. Worship has begun. This is mine, my children, I am earning and bringing, is karma. And through dharma, I convert karma into nishkarma, nishkama bhava. I do. So the one side, it locks, same key, same lock, turn inward. Mine is karma. I do the same thing for children, my children. It becomes karma. This is God's. I am serving God. Suddenly looking after children is becoming release. It's come karma, now it's puja, worship. Karma, I, belongs to God, is freedom from karma. It belongs to God. The moment you think God, the worship, your life has become the worship. Your life itself has become worship. This is called life becoming yajna. It is taking yajna form. Your life is a constant sacrifice unto God, a constant worship unto God. You are a householder. What if Sri Ramakrishna says? There are two types of sannyasis, Vyakta sannyasi and Gupta sannyasi. Don't be an attached person. I cannot live with you. This is mine. I will not leave. It will be snatched away one day. It doesn't belong to you. So this fighting goes on. The moment you understand it belongs to God, you can simply turn inward. It is reality. How many people came and told this land is mine, and went away. Now also we have certificate, this is mine. Goes off, we go away, leaving it to the next generation. So it remains here, it belongs to God. Nobody can claim this is mine. He alone came, he alone is going back. The spiritual life is going to alone. A small letter, a capital letter. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.